Going on, diecast people? Got a couple more of these to go with that one, and to go with that one. So now I have a loose and carded example of each of those. One of the rare castings that I do that with. I made a trade with jcardiecast. I'm going to show you guys. Sorry, I'm going to show you my ground here for a minute. Here, I'll show you this. This is the first part of the trade. See if I can get you a better angle here. Let us see here. Instagram. And it's literally jcardiecast. It's phonetical. So J is just the letter. So just the letter J and then cardiecast. All one word. Hang on. J. There we go. Okay. I'm going to show you all his Instagram page because I encourage you all to visit. You're going to want to visit his page after you see what I just got. So for those of you that were around, I don't know, 4 months ago or whenever it was that the TRD Johnny Lightning Toyota Land Cruiser came out. I'll get into that in a minute. Let's look at these Tokyo Torque exclusive wheels. Just 4 awesome sets of wheels. Now, the top right and bottom left sets will work on the 510 casting and the 240 casting. That's probably about it. But the top left and bottom right will work on just about any Greenlight car and a lot of trucks. Like I know they could be used on the C10, the Dodge D100, you know, just about any Greenlight casting. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet with these, but I will find very good uses for all of them. Man, those chrome wheels there, those chrome 5 stars have me wishing that I would have kept that Black Bandit Fox body. Those things would look so killer on that car. Alright, so I got that. This is all part of a trade. He also sent me, by the way, all of this, I received all of this mint in the package. I opened all of it. He sent me this, all you Stranger Things fans. How about that? Hopper's K5 Blazer. This is a Matchbox. Let me see. I'll get the old box here. But Matchbox Best Of. And it's an unofficial... It's not an officially licensed Stranger Things truck. However, it is the Stranger Things truck. It's the exact deco. They did it intentionally. It's no secret that that was what they were going for. This is the casting when Greenlight had their vote. This is the casting that I wanted them to do. And it would have been so much better for them to do this than the square body Chevy truck. The only reason I say that is because Auto World, you know, with Auto World doing a square body truck, you know, that gives us a nice premium detailed square body truck. So this would have given us a nice square body K5. So anyways, I'm very happy with this truck. It's a really nice tooling for any of you that have the skills to make really nice premium detailed customs. The front end sucks, but other than that, the casting is very nice. The front end just sucks, but I guess, you know, if you got that painted up and detailed, you might be able to make that work. Great looking truck, though. I love it. Nice suspension on this thing, too. Champion DJK, you were right. I have a couple other variations of this, and they all have suspension, but it's a left-right suspension. This one has left-right, but it also has the front-rear, which the other castings don't have. So a lot of articulation in these wheels. You could really get some rugged terrain with this thing. And those are Real Rider rubber tires with tread. It's a beast. Super happy to have that. I would like to also get the Bentley and the Julia, and there's a couple others. Actually, I'd like that whole set. The only one I don't care for at all is the Dodge Magnum. Okay, so this is a card that I've had. This is just a general release. Johnny Lightning Honda CRX Import Heat. It's a very sharp looking car. I did have to camber the rear axle because it wasn't spaced right. It looked lifted, like the car raked to the front. So I bent the axle to give it more of a proper stance. But anyways, it's a nice casting, and I think it looks really good. The only problem with it is the plastic tires. I mean, the only problem with it, other than the fact that it's massive, like 1 to 32nd scale practically. But anyways, I did get this. Just another really nice example of this car. This one with rubber tires. Now, the stance on this one is a little bit goofy because of the tires. So silhouette angle looks good. Quarter angle, not so much. But that is a pretty nice looking car. It'll display nicely next to the white one. Next to the Nissan. What is the Nissan? 240? Next to the 240. Also, I got this, which this will display. This will be my 4th premium detailed white Honda Civic hatchback. To go with the Eno 64, Tomica Limited Vintage, and Kyosho. Of the 4, this is the least amount of detail. But it still looks pretty good. The stance on this is a lot better than the CRX. And frankly, it's a nice little car. It's a metal body, metal base, rubber tires. Just like the CRX is also metal body, metal base, rubber tires. This red interior pops. Looks really good. And then this one you have headlight, tail light. Got the California license plate. So that's pretty sweet. Now let's get to the good stuff. So these next 3 are very hard to find. They're not commercially available here in the US. In fact, going back to what I was talking about with the Toyota Trd Land Cruiser from Johnny Lightning, these are also exclusives for Bishop. Indonesian market exclusives. Very, very hard to find here in the United States. Now that Land Cruiser was limited, only 1,200 of those made. So they made quite a bit more of these. These are numbered to 3,024. And actually, they're not numbered to 3,024. They're limited in production to 3,024. These cars actually don't have any numbers. But you can see just how awesome this deco is. This one here with the Caltex Vortex. Got the red wheels. Just a insanely cool graphic. It has the smoked privacy glass, which is a good look on this car. At the number 1 there on the passenger side of the windshield. Oh, this is a left-hand drive. I didn't know that. I guess I did. I guess they're all left-hand drive. Here's the reverse angle. The build quality on these Bishop exclusives is quite nice too. It's a notch above, I think, what we've seen with all the domestic commercial releases. The tail lights on these are straight as I've seen. And they're just great looking little cars. So now I only wanted to get one of these, but he was only parting with them as sets, so I had to settle on the set. This one turns out to be my favorite after getting them out of the package. This is the Pennzoil Datsun 510. God, that looks so good. That looks like a much later model car than... And that's a 1970. But yellow is a very complementary color for this particular tooling. Got the Michael Jordan number. The Pennzoil hood. Pennzoil is a relatively new license for Greenlight. They've gone out and gotten a whole bunch of petro licensing. They're just killing it. They've spent a ton of money on licensing, but they're also selling a ton of diecast, so I think it's justified at this point. Look at that quarter angle. It's about as good as it gets on a 1:64 scale quarter angle. Silhouette looks really good as well. Not a big fan of the black wheels, but I think on this yellow car it actually works. There's the taillights. These wheels are pretty sick too. They are the... I don't know what the name or what they call them, but they're the spoked wheels. I don't know if that's even showing up, but in the wheel pack, so this car here has those wheels on it, but they're black. The other two cars have those wheels, but just painted red and painted black. So, yeah, after getting them out, cracking them out of the packaging, this one turns out to be my favorite of the three. This is the one that I wanted originally, and this is the only one I would have gotten had he been selling and trading individually, but he was only getting rid of sets, so unfortunately, sarcasm, I got stuck with all three. It was a good trade. So basically, whenever I find a chase car, I'll message him on Instagram because I don't collect chase cars unless it's an ultra red. So if it's a decent chase car that I feel like I can get something decent from him, I'll message him and try to make a trade. He's great to trade with, and he's great to buy from. He's got a website. This is what he does. His prices are very competitive. I'll get into that here in a minute. Oh yeah, here's real quick. Here's the M2. The M2 in this case is more accurate for the sole fact that it's a four-door. But I think Greenlight did a better job with the overall deco. I think this red is closer to what the red was. It's just a higher gloss. I don't know. I know these are different cars, but it's the same general deco. And this probably is my favorite M2 510 that they did. But I like this one better. A lot of detail in these little Nissan engine bays. Oh, another cool thing about these cars. Each one comes with the Stig. So if you're interested in this 3-car set, contact jcardiecast on Instagram. Before you get sticker shock on what they sell, what he sells them for, go to eBay and see what they're selling for. And then after you do that, then contact him. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's selling this set for about half of what it's selling for on eBay. And mark my words, these are going to be 3 very, very hard cars to come by here in the U.S. So, was there something else? I thought there was something else I wanted to mention, but I think that's it. Show you guys my little collection. I don't have all of them, but I think there's probably only a few currently that I'm missing. Not sure if I'm going to go after this casting or not. I don't think so, because when they start doing stuff like Bishop exclusives, you know they're going to have Miho exclusives. They have the Hills department. I just can't keep up with all of that. But Greenlight did a very nice job with the 510. And I think it's a pretty cool little collection to have, so I'm gonna wrap this video up now. Let's do kind of a once over here. So it's been a pretty good couple of days of diecast. Which one do you guys like? If you guys could pick one of these 510s, one of the 3 Bishops, would it be the Rally, the Monte Carlo, the Pennzoil, or the Caltex? At first glance, I liked the way the Caltex looked with the red wheels, but once I got them in my hand, it's actually probably my least favorite of the 3. So, all right, everybody, have a good night. I'll holler at the next one. Greenlight is a great brand. Everything from Fox bodies to station wagons to 4x4s to little rally race cars. And all kinds of stuff in between. How could you not love Greenlight diecast? All right, everyone, take care. I'll holler at you.